Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you've subscribed, thank you very much. If you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe and hit on the notification bell so you get new video alerts as soon as it drop, as it is hot, you will know. Please. Also comment, like, share. Remember, this is your show. This is entirely your show. This is yours. So there's this trending topic now in Nigeria about a well-known actor left his, not that he left his wife, of he actually took a second wife, you know. But why it's actually trending is because this said actor, according to what he's been putting out there, his wife, he married his wife young. They were both young, and somehow she stood by him, didn't give him any stress, you know, stood by him, and he became what he is today. So that apart, today I don't actually want to talk about them. I want to talk about a couple that I know. Like, I know them, you know. This is story time, so I want to tell a bit of their story. We are getting there. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. So this woman met this guy a long time ago. They actually did everything together. She was a provider. Actually, she was the provider in the beginning. She was the one bringing the money, the comfort, everything. The man was still struggling, but you know, they were married, they were together, and she didn't want anybody to see her husband as any less of a man. So she was doing everything within her power. So with time, this guy got something doing. What did he do? Immediately he got some. You can never know the true colors of a man until there's money. I'm telling you. So immediately he got something doing. What did he do? So that's in little change. What did he do? He went on carrying this woman, this one, that one. And she kept on fighting. She thought the solution was to fight, because a lot of people, when you go to them with, they see my husband is stepping out, my boyfriend is stepping out, they'll be like, oh, why don't you go fight the other woman? She is the problem. I am sorry. I'm so sorry to scatter this table. The other woman is not the problem. Moving on, let me finish the story. So she kept on, she fought a lot of unnecessary battles, made a lot of enemies with women because of this man, thinking, you know, it was going to, she was fighting for the love of her husband. She was fighting to keep her husband, the mother of her kids. Guess what? After so many years, this woman with her son, you know, managed to put up a building. They built their own house. Guess what? You can never cage an animal. You can't. You can never even cage an adult. You can't. What he wants to do is what he wants to do. What happened? This man went and got a second wife. Brought the woman into her own sweat, her own house. And by the time he got this wife, his son, his first son, was already married. That is the funniest part. All his life, he has wanted another woman. He liked her, but he liked her with like 24 other people. He wanted another woman. He was already polygamous in nature. He embraced polygamy. He's always been polygamous. But either she has a complete idea, or she didn't really know who she got married. You know, in my previous video, I told you people that I advised actually that it's very necessary to ask some certain questions. You can go back to it. It's still on my channel. To ask some necessary questions to know who you're getting married to. It is very essential. Actually, your happiness and everything is based on it. When you're actually asking these questions, you want to know if this guy is open to polygamy, if this guy wants an open marriage, if this guy, there are people that like you, but they can't help it. They also like you and 20 other people. It is in their nature. And there's nothing they can do about it. It is you who have everything to do about it. You are not a tree. You either choose to stay or you move. So, going back to the story, this woman married another wife. The woman, she couldn't stand it. Her son couldn't stand it. So, she had to leave the house. She left the house that she and her son built. She left the house for peace to reign. Then she's now living in a rented apartment. So all these years she was fighting for this man. Can't you see she was fighting a lost battle? And she knew. Let me now, lessons from this. And now also from whatever is happening now. Lesson. Number 1, you cannot change anybody. The only person that has that ability to change any person is the Holy Spirit, and not the Holy Spirit. You that want to change somebody. There are some behaviors you have and you're like, wow, I really want to change this. Wow, I really want to change this. Then over time you change it, then you see yourself still going back to it. You can't change anybody. Try and change yourself completely first, without, going back to some things once in a while. Then secondly, you cannot stop a man that wants to be with another woman. And you cannot fight everybody too. Fighting a fellow woman because of a man is dead wrong and wicked of you. Why not in this situation? Yes, we can blame the man and call him ungrateful. Call him ungrateful. Because when he had the means and she now has little, he left her for the main woman he wanted. He still left her. Then you can also blame the woman, because all the while you were there, you knew this man was cheating. You sat down there and you kept telling yourself, after all, I'm the wife. He's going to come back to me. He's going to come back to me. He's going to come back to me. At the end of the day, he will come back to me. I have his sons. Who told you men think like that? Oh my God, you're making a big mistake. Yes, he came back to you at the end with another wife that is pregnant. That is this people's situation. The other person that is an actor came back home with another wife and a son, despite the fact that his first wife, his previous wife, already has, is it 3 boys or 4 boys and a girl? I've forgotten. She has enough boys, but polygamy is polygamy. It's in his nature. That's what he wants to do. So you can't stop him. It's high time we started taking responsibilities. This is not even the fault of the man. This is your fault. Firstly, for not asking the right questions, for not observing. Secondly, yes, I know we should forgive. I'm a Christian. We are taught to forgive. Yeah, we forgive. But for God's sake, human beings, we are very funny. Very, very funny. If you forgive him the first time, the second, it's already a pattern. He knows that there's nothing you can do. After all, the worst you can do is leave, so he's going to bring her in. Once he moves mad, you better move accordingly. Move accordingly, because you are going to lose everything. Except you're welcome to polygamy too. But I know most women that got married, they're not open to this. Times have changed. There were times our parents, they were conditioned, to want this, to accept it. But now, for God's sake, times have really, really changed. You have these questions, you really have to ask them. You have to ask them. And you also have to take full responsibility that you aided and abetted too. You should have just stuck your guts. No. You see this, I am not doing this. Okay, what if, forget about the bringing another woman. What if he gives you STD or any STDs or something? What if? So, my dear, these are some of the lessons we have to start taking. This other woman that you're trying to beat up, that you're trying to chase around, that you're trying to call out, trying to call him, she's not really your problem. If we are to look at it critically, she's not really your problem. She's not your friend. She's not your friend at all. She's not your sister. She did not go to any altar to pledge her, I will love you, I will you only. She never made all those promises to you. Your husband did. You should hold him accountable, not the other woman. You should fight him, not the other woman. He is the one that needs to be sat down and talked to, or a decisive decision taken by you, not the other woman. The other woman, no. If he didn't bring her in, there will be no problem. He broke the vows, he married her, he did everything. She didn't marry him. So let's start looking at things very well. Number one, I think the first and only thing, take accountability. Take responsibility. Be accountable to yourself and everything. Don't lie to yourself. Take responsibility for your actions as a woman. Fault yourself where you went wrong. Except in rare cases where he did very well. But these are very rare cases. Like I said, this woman's story that I told, she was very aware that her husband was practically a male prostitute. She was very aware that her husband was chasing everybody, everything on skirts. She was aware and she was fighting them. And somehow deep down, I feel that this actor's wife was also aware of the husband's everything the husband was doing. So the more you let him off, the more he feels free to do anything. He has taken a second wife, and it will continue. You can't stop him. Number one, he does it. My God. Women, we should do better and face our real problems, face our real enemies, tackle it, blame ourselves when it should be, and do the right thing. So my dears, I'm still going to bring you more stories, Life 101. We're still going to have a lot of topics to discuss on. In fact, there are still more videos. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. And woman, you are enough. You are beautiful. You are kind. You are nice just the way you are. There's nothing wrong with your body size, your height, or your color. You are perfect. Know that and love yourself accordingly. Don't let anybody treat you any less or give you little when you can have everything. Bye. I love you. Bye.